Hey, Shalom, Shalom. First and foremost, as usual, before I begin with this lesson, I want to start it off by giving all the glory and infinite praise to Yahweh, Bahashim, Yahweh Shai, Bahashim Akaha Kadash. Double honor to the elders and the apostles of Great Millstone. Peace and blessings be to all the Akim now pushing this word and truth and sincerity. Shalom, and Yahweh Bahashim Al Shai Barakathun. So I ain't got or came up with a title for this lesson yet, but I got this video queued up. That's Eve, and I'm assuming that she know about the truth to some extent at least, based on some of the things that she say. Alright, but she basically, you know what I'm saying, in this video talks about how she got a message from her husband to tell her following, or the quote unquote people, that when the ships pull up to get on them, because if you don't, you're gonna be sorry. And when I first watched this video, I'm like, I know damn well she ain't talking about no chariots. You know, the spirit actually been on me to do this lesson for for some time actually. I just ain't really found the time to really get into it. But I was like, I know she ain't talking about no damn chariots. All right, one, because the only time that the chariots gonna come back and do any gathering, is when Yahweh Shah comes back to you know what I'm saying, to take Esau ass out and to deliver members of the elect at the same time. All right, and two, the chariots ain't just gonna pull up in certain parts of America, you know what I'm saying, and Jake can just drive to them and, you know what I mean, and just hop on them and shit. That's not how it works. All right, the scriptures talk about walking that straight, narrow path for a reason. You know what I'm saying? Walking a straight gate and enduring hardships in order to receive that inheritance. You know what I mean? There'd be no point of the Lord saying that and then turn around and just let a wicked ass nigga, you know what I'm saying, walk on a chariot. All right, there's a reason why, you know what I'm saying, the scriptures say as a wave is compared to a drop, because you only gonna have, you know what I'm saying, certain amount of souls, initiator souls, just like how it was going back to the book of Genesis. They ain't no different in this time now. All right, as the days of Noah were, so shall it be also in the days of the coming of the Son of Man. All right, everybody couldn't just get on that damn ark. The Lord has shut that door and only has saved 8 souls, you know what I'm saying, and all the rest of the living creatures, 2 of each. All right, it's gonna be no different in this time now. Now the Lord ain't gonna be, you know what I'm saying, having us in an ark with animals and shit like that. All right, but through the spirit, that ark is gonna be those chariots, and that's what's gonna get us up out of here, you know what I'm saying, during that second death. And the only ones that are gonna get that salvation is members of the elect. All right, members of the elect and the elect only. All right, Revelation 7th chapter, and this is meat. This is not, it's like, this ain't meat. This is milk, bro. All right, this is milk, and you got Jake that choke on on these type of topics. All right, it's that dead as simple. The only way that you gonna get up out of it is if you endure into the end. But I'm gonna go ahead and play this, and I'm gonna grab some scriptures, and I ain't even got nothing planned. So it's like if I'm all over the place.
This is a very, very late message, but this one is actually from my husband, and I just had a reminder a few minutes ago. He told.
And if this message is that important, you know what I mean? You talking about how if we don't get on the ships, we gonna be sorry. Why the hell are you so late to, delivering this message to the people? That's how you know that shit was fugazi, man.
Me to tell y'all, when them ships pull up, get on the ships. I don't care that our beliefs are different.
See, you off as hell already. There's a reason why the scriptures talk about how the 144,000 is gonna be virgins, all virgins. Now that don't mean. Matter of fact, let's just go to it real quick. Let me see. I think it's in Revelation 7. Let me see real quick. See, like, it's been a little minute since I done came and got this the scripture, so give me a second. Damn, where them all at? Alright, so let me just type it in, man. Alright, so this is the book of Revelations 14. I don't even know how to. I was way off. This is Revelations 14:4. It says, "These are they which were not defiled with women." All right, and again, remind you, this ain't little. All right, these are all, metaphors, if you will, if I'm not mistaken. All right, it says, "These are they," which is talking about the elect, which were not defiled with women. All right, and when you're reading the scriptures, philosophies and doctrines and shit are likened unto women. You know what I mean? Even dealing with this truth. You know what I'm saying? Wisdom is likened unto women. Like when you read in the book of Sirach, it talks about how, Sophia, you know what I mean? Wisdom is a feminine spirit. And just like how, with a literal woman, in order for you to get the box, you got to give her attention. You got to give her time. You know what I mean? You got to build that trust. It's the same thing with wisdom. All right. But the members of the elect, they're going to be the ones that are not going to be, indulged in these different doctrines and shit. Because didn't the Most High say to worship him in truth and in sincerity? You can't worship him in the truth and sincerity if you worshiping a false god. You already breaking the first commandment. The Lord said in the book of Exodus 20:2, "What, thou shalt have no other gods before me." That's the first commandment. So you crazy as hell if you think that Yahweh Shema Shah gonna save a nigga that's worshiping Allah. You know what I mean? Or a nigga that's playing with left-hand side energy. All right, it says, "For they are virgins." All right, why? Because the members of the elect are gonna be the ones that's not gonna be, fornicated with those different doctrines and shit. All right, it says, "These are they which follow the Lamb whithersoever he goeth. These were redeemed from among men, being the first fruits unto Yahweh and to the Lamb." The first fruits. The first fruits, that's only talking about the elect. And just like when you read that similitude in the book of Second Ezra, it talks about that grape and a cluster. All right. There's only going to be a grape that's going to be saved out of a whole cluster. You know what I'm saying? You can't just get salvation on your own. If it was that easy, everybody could do it. All right, there's a reason why the Lord said, hey, many are called, but few are chosen. You got a lot of Jake. You know what I'm saying? That know they Jake and shit. You know what I'm saying? Probably even talk about, pray to Yahweh Shema Shah, the whole line. But ain't really in the truth like that. All right? But let's go back to this real quick, and I'll grab some more scriptures.
Or whatever, you think we're crazy, whatever you think, I'm telling you, if those ships pull up, you better get on them. Because if you stay behind, you're going to be sorry. A lot of y'all
Ain't gonna be no stand behind, because the scriptures only talk about your ass being left behind. That's all they talk about. You know what I mean? You ain't gonna have a chance to just go and get on the chariot. All right. This time you gotta be chosen. All right, you gotta be chosen in order to be put on them ships. You know what I mean? Ezekiel the 9th chapter, it gets into that. Was it that the one, if I'm not mistaken, the mark of exemption, for a reason, because those are gonna be the only ones that get beamed up, man. All right.
got children, y'all got families, people that y'all love. You don't understand what's going on. Father is not going to spare America. He is going to remove his children, put them up in a safe place.
And that ain't gonna happen until Yahweh Shah come back. That's not gonna happen during Jacob's trouble. All right.
In a wilderness, in a place that he has prepared for them. The rest of the world will be going through great tribulation.
We gonna be right there with them. All right, we're going to be right there with them. But like I said at the beginning of this lesson, the only difference between us and them is that, hey, The Lord gonna be protecting us. The Lord gonna be on our side. Matter of fact, let's grab this real quick. Now, like I said, like if I'm all over the place, I don't even got nothing planned. I'm just rocking out through the spirit. Damn, what was I finna get? Oh, that's what it is. All right, come on. Let's go to the book of Psalms. This is the book of Psalms 91. I'm gonna try to get straight to the point, man. Verse 3 says, surely he shall deliver thee from the snare of the fowler and from the noisome pestilence, which is, talking about the nuclear missiles. And who this is referring to is members of the elect. It says, he shall cover thee with his feathers, and under his wings shalt thou trust. His trust shall be thy shield and buckler. Thou shalt not be afraid for the terror by night, nor for the arrow that fly by day, nor for the pestilence that walketh in darkness, nor for the destruction that wasteth at noonday. And we know that that's going to happen when Yahweh shall come back. And that's going to be the reason why the church is going to come back with Yahweh shall, so they can be but members of the elect from that shit. All right. You know what I'm saying? Because we'll be able to thug it out during Jacob's trouble, if that's what you want to call it. All right, but when the missiles get to hitting this bitch, that shit game over with. The Lord gonna have to come and get us in order for us to, to survive this shit. You know what I mean? As the scripture say, no flesh will be saved, man. All right, it says, 1,000 shall fall at thy side and 10,000 at thy right hand, but it shall not come nigh thee. And here's the point that I wanted to get. It says, only with thine eyes shall thou behold and see the reward of the wicked. And in order for us to see the reward of the wicked, that means that we got to be out here just like them, out here walking around, being in the midst of this shit, and seeing them actually being judged, man. All right, that's the only way. That's the only way we're going to see the reward of the wicked. Proverbs the first chapter. You know what I mean? It say that we're going to laugh, man. The only way we're going to laugh, you know what I'm saying? It ain't like the Lord going to pull up a hologram and we're going to see some shit happening here in the States and we in a whole other different place. No, we're going to be out here looking at this shit, and the Lord going to be putting the spirit on members of the elect. You know what I'm saying? I believe especially brothers that was teaching, you know what I mean, to laugh at motherfuckers that was scoffing, that they out there starving and shit. All right, but again, it just goes to show you that you ain't going to be taken out of no goddamn, you not going to be taken to no wilderness and you just going to escape everything to come. No, man. The scriptures say through much tribulation shall we enter into the kingdom of heaven, man. That mean whenever they establishing the MOTB, that mean you gotta be there when that shit is happening, and you gotta see it. The scriptures say many prophets have desire to see the things which you getting ready to see. You gotta see this shit. You not gonna see it if you in the wilderness somewhere. All right, now I ain't saying that you won't have certain brothers or individuals, you know what I'm saying, members of the elect, that be out in the wilderness, actually out there and shit surviving. You know what I mean? But us as a whole, I've never heard that in the doctrine, man. All right, but correct me if I'm wrong. But let's go back to this real quick.
No, you're not getting beamed up out of here before that happens. It's gonna be the worst thing that the world has ever experienced. So, get on the ship.
So what you think, like, what kind of ship is you talking about then? All right, because you said you're not finna get beamed up out of here before that happens. But wasn't you just talking about the chariots coming back and taking Jake to a wilderness? Come on now.
Don't love your possessions too much. Don't love some of your loved ones too much. I can't go because such ain't going. Well, you and them finna go through hell and possibly even lose your life. When them ships pull up, get on.
You can't save your life. Point blank, period. All right, if it was that easy, you know what I'm saying, the damn rich man that went up to Yahweh Shai, you know what I'm saying, trying to bribe him with money and shit, if that was the case, he would have been able to buy his way into the kingdom. All right, you can't get salvation on your own. Point blank, period. Shit ain't that easy.
on them, because the world is fixing to see the wrath of the Most High like never before.
Right, and then look at the caption. It say, did anybody hear about ships pulling up? Where and what time? And who's driving? What place are they taking the people to? Simple ass niggas, boy. Simple ass niggas. Jake really believed that the chariot's gonna pull up and you gonna be able to drive all the way from Cali to Orlando, Florida and shit on the shore and then hop on the chariot, man. That shit crazy. Alright, but it's a lot that I can get into. But I guess what I'll do, let's go to the book of Matthew, the 24th chapter real quick. Let's address that real fast because it's Jake that got their own concept of how we gonna escape what's to come other than what the scriptures actually say, man. Alright. So this is Matthew 24. Damn, where is it at? Alright, here we go. Matthew 24 and 13. It says, but he that shall endure to the end, the same shall be saved. And when you read them verses that's above it, it goes into all the, you know what I'm saying, the troubles and shit that we getting ready to go through as members of, you know what I'm saying, Yahweh Shai's ministry, man. And shit, we know what Yahweh Shai went through. Yahweh Shai got, you know what I'm saying, punched on, spit on and shit, got crucified. He said the servant ain't greater than the master. Shit, that don't mean we're gonna go through that. But shit, we gonna be hated. We gonna, all that type of shit. That shit all coming our way. Alright? And we gonna have to endure that shit. You gonna have fucking earthquakes happen. You gonna have everything going on. We gonna be in this world. Revelation 12 chapter say, let's go to it real quick. Matter of fact, let's just pull it up on here. When you read in Revelations 12, it goes into how, let me just grab this because I don't wanna butcher it or not. Alright, so this is the book of Revelations 12 and verse 12. It says, therefore rejoice, ye heavens, and ye that dwell in them. Woe to the inhabitants of the earth and of the sea. Alright, shit, we here, ain't we? We live on earth. You know what I mean? We here with the sea and shit. You know, we inhabitants of the land. It says, for the devil has come down unto you having great wrath because he know that he had but a short time. Alright? But when you read at the beginning of the verse, it says, therefore rejoice, ye heavens, and ye that dwell in them. And through the Spirit, that's members of the elect. We the ones that's rejoicing and shit because we see the times that we living in. Alright? But we here still. We know that all this shit is coming, but we still at peace. Alright? We gonna have to go through this shit. Alright? Jake think that the Lord finna just take him and you gonna have a cake walking to the kingdom. You stupid. That's some shit that IUIC teaching. I wouldn't be surprised if she be watching them. Because I remember when I, you know what I'm saying, approached IUIC, probably, this is when I first came into the truth. I was probably a year in, barely even that maybe. You know what I'm saying? Dude that basically told me that ain't gonna be no Jacob's trouble. Jacob's trouble is the curses of Deuteronomy 28. You know what I mean? A bunch of bogus shit. All right? And y'all leading a lot of Jake to the fire, man, because there's a lot of Jake that follow y'all congregation. All right? You leading Jake to the fire and shit. And there's many other scriptures I can grab on that, but I'm a little pressed for time, so as a matter of fact, damn, I'm gonna go ahead and end it right there, man. Like I said, I'm a little pressed for time. It's many other scriptures that I could have got, but I done pretty much shit hit it on the nail.
This is a very, very late man.
Just to get salvation on your own. The only way that you're gonna be able to get it is if you're a part of the elect, point blank, period. But I'm gonna end it there, man. Shalom and Yahweh Shema Shabbat Shalom.